And finally, yes, transcoding. Good evening and welcome to the stream. Yes, indeed, finally. Yeah, Twitch having, being Twitch basically. Thou shalt not have transcoding once again. I've still got to do some social mediaing yet. Oh, yes, I'm on the lobby still, the little enforcer. Let's get some of that social mediaing done. There we go, there's one. Make sure I'm still alive in... Gotta be a little more careful if you're trying to go in here. Lots of scary things that want to eat you. Start fighting this one. And... Okie dokie. Doing the book face. Or you die. I'm gonna pull the whole thing on myself like a noob. Right, I think that's everything. Let's get rid of Chrome and get some resources back. Yes, I'm killing Devourers of Life while the stream is starting. How the devil is everyone? Are you all okay? Yes, I actually bought some better med packs and the such. Draden187 has subscribed. They've subscribed for 5 months. Thank you very much for the resub. Draden, how the devil are you? You okay? You alright? Have you noticed in the bottom left there's a strange looking man with a large white beard waving? That's me. I don't know if you've been on since I got this camera, which was... Thought we'd never get a face cam. Well, you've got 50% of a face cam because the microphone's kind of in the way. But that's where the mic needs to go, so that's where the mic's going to be. But yeah, people kept on asking. So in the end, I did it, and then I did the acoustic foam tiles on the back there. Which I've been meaning to do in this room for about 4 or 5 years. So yeah. Crash Core 105. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, you can see the guitars over there. I'll flash them to you a little bit in a second. More ding age. And there we go. So you can see there we've got Les Paul, the white gem, 2002, I think. And a 1988 Gem Floral. My 3 primary guitars. And then behind me to this side is the Marshall 6101. Extremely nice amplifier. So yeah. The titles are there for acoustic reasons rather than visual, but they do actually look quite cool as well, so you know, there's that. Killing a few of these while people arrive for the stream. So yeah. And then I don't know. Stream wasn't actually due to start for another 30 minutes, but I was sat here. I've been playing around with the lighting in here. Something I never normally thought about. As long as I had neutral colour temperature inside the room, I wasn't really bothered. I know nothing about guitars, but they look cool. They do, don't they? Guitars usually do. I should get a better Mongo, shouldn't I? I really, really should. Bio cocoon. Yeah, I'm not sure what the plan is for this evening, but yeah. And they are real. They're they're not props. I have picked them up and played them on stream before now. I use Guitar Rig on the computer so you guys get a decent sound, because I can't crank that amp at this time of night. The neighbours would they would not be pleased. Let's put it mildly. They keep the noise down for me, so they're quite neighbourly in that respect. So I would prefer not to wind them up. Worried about the other two spawning up there. I took them out quite early on. Yeah, it's not a bad backdrop, is it? You know, as they go. Oh, Mongo's thrall has run out. There we go. Not sure why that went, but I like to have the extra HP because Enforcer. So this is the new Let's Build a Toon, Series 12. The last of all the classes. We've done everything now. Done them all. So we've got one Let's Build for every class. And everyone said, what are you going to do now then? Insane side XP. I don't even look at it. No Wars has just turned into who's got the best hacks. Literally that. It's not even PvP really anymore. It's PvG. Player versus the game. So it's whoever's got the best stacking gear and, you know, taking out an entire level 300 base in like 2 minutes with a bunch of stacked toons logged in. Who cares? I mean, 6 months ago, someone who was a clan player was doing it, or someone who was sided clan was doing it. But I quite like all the people trying to sort of like sycophantically and, you know, gregariously try and take credit for it. Side XP. Barely a consideration, mate. Don't forget you got a 50% XP can, and then all the other items. 2 rings, and you've got the same side XP as the average usually is. And then get some luxurious armour. I'm like at 100 and 208% or something on this too. So the side XP is like taking a ring off. If that makes any sense. I want to hit 85 so I can hand in the alien daily I've got, because if I hand it in now it's a waste. See, there's nowhere for the XP to go. Yeah, if I check here, stats, and this is probably going to be really hard to read on the stream, but XP bonus 212%. I'm just getting new character slots, what I keep doing. I don't know how many. I think I've got about 17 characters on this account now. Gotta be careful here. Here's a dicey corner. Well, people keep wanting more and more Let's Build, so I just keep making them. Because why not? Right? Any new tune you make, and hey, there we go. So we got that extra. I just got 2 levels here since I started this stream, so that's like 10 minutes. Hertig is still here. I'd love to know who Hertig's owner is. They're logged somewhere in tier, because the pet would have evaporated by now if they weren't. New alien perk. Can I put it in anything good? Yay. I must admit that Let's Build a Toon series is what got me into it. I know. It started off making AO videos. A couple of them were kind of back in 2004-ish. Hertig means quick in Norwegian. Ah, do you say it the way I'm saying it, Hertig? Because I know the pronunciations are way different, aren't they? Like in Norway, if they're playing Skyrim, they don't say, oh, I'm going to Ivarstead. They go, I'm going to Ivarstead. Not Ivorstead. Ivarstead. And like instead of Windhelm, they go Vinhelm. W's are more like a V, and that sort of sounds right to me because it's a very Nordic-looking game, etc., isn't it? You know, so I learned all that from a guy called Gopher, who's like a proper streamer, etc. But more, he's more a thing on YouTube, I suppose. But yeah, he's from, well, not from Wales, but he's not from too far away from me, from Manchester. But he moved to Norway 20 years ago. You know, to be with a lady, and they're now a family, etc., etc. But yeah, he quite often people, you know, go on about the way he pronounces things. He's like, but that's, you know, I live in Norway and that's how they say it in Norway, and I've been here 20 years, so of course he's going to pick that up. You know, if he like, they don't say Oslo in Oslo, they say Oslo. Even I know that. You know, and I know nothing. I'm Welsh, for God's sake. You know, even I know that much. Savik, welcome to the stream. How the devil are you? Are you well? Are you okay? How you doing, dear? What's the next Mongo? I've got what? Mongo Slam, Mongo Golem, Mongo Troll. They're the HP ones. Oh God, am I going to the advanced store already? I'm doing alright, yeah. Had quite a lazy day today, to be honest. So I do a little bit more with this tune tonight, maybe. See what we can get done. I've done nearly all of the Biomare quests today. Just because I wanted the XP, basically. Hurtig. Oh, right, so there's more of a H on the M. Right. Wait, what's the next Mongo up from this one? Am I going to have to... I'm going to have to go on... the bright white light of the monitor. I've rejigged the light in slightly. Is it Mongo Bash? Is that like stupidly high or something? I'm just looking now on AOU. Not AOU. AO items. A lot less nanos to be worried about for Enforcer compared to the others. Mongo Bash, 250 and 250. Okay. Mongo Bash. Where I get Mongo Bash? Rubi-Ka store. Well, I'm in the advanced store. It's not here. Mongo Slam is. Does it look different? No, I'm not seeing it. This is the basic store I'm in, though, is it? Which one am I in? 215. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, easily. Because I put in one of those, a quality 81 infantry unit. Head implant. Yay. What was he in a basic? Let's try an advanced. Yeah, I was in basic. I thought maybe it would be in basic, but it will go back in advanced. Ah, Mongo Bash. And the HP one I've got is Mongo's Golem. What comes after Mongo's Golem? Mongo's Cyclops. Ooh, yeah, no. Oh, it needs title level 4 anyway. Okay. Probably because it gives so much HP. They don't want you getting more HP than that. So for this evening, I thought I might do some of the Fell... Okay. We could probably use Fell Rage as well. Right, let's have a look. That's going to be in advanced, is it? That's why I love symbionts. Because instead of picking one primary nano skill, here, have them all. And complet, and treatment, and, you know, a bunch of other stuff. What did you say it was called? Mongo Fell Rage. Yep. Oh, stay there. Oh yeah, what about one hand blunt buffs? Have I got anything better than what I've got now? Got Thug's Delight and Head Cracker. Oh, I must be able to get something better than that. Bone Crusher. That's two-hand blunt. Skill of the Viking. It's knowing the names, isn't it? That's half the battle. Am I sticking one-hand blunt? Yeah, for now, yeah. Brutal Thug, but it might be too high. Ooh, maybe. Maybe. I'm not going to be far off. 366 seconds and... Well, if I get 5 more levels, I can. I'm going to buy it. And we'll come to it after. I'll have to do some NCU upgrading pretty soonish. But we can easily get... like to 90, then I can get infuses, which is plus 90. Now I can buff your dock with it. Yeah, okay. So Fell Rage. Ooh, a whole 65 to run speed. I need more than that. Ung Freak, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. How the devil are you? Right, so I've got the first quest, Service Delivery. Service Delivery? Apparently at some point I got the damaged freelance beacon as well, which is nice. I think get saved in Elysium now. Elysium. I always seem to have this blind spot of mixing up Elysium and Nascence when I'm speaking. Should have just enough time left. It's going to make running around a little easier, so... Yeah, I just wanted to get myself leveled up to 85 so I could claim the alien XP level that I'd already gotten. Because I hit it today, early on, and it said, you must be level 85 to claim this. And I was like, oh. So, yeah, 15 levels since Sunday. Rage, rage, rage for run speed. Okay. Not really feeling a big difference, but okay. I mean, it is a difference, obviously, but it's not a massive one, is it? Is all I'm saying. I upgraded a couple of these, so I've now got the Mortig Beater of Anguish and the Mortig Beater of Misery on. I can probably get an even better one on there. Don't know. I've even got it with me. What was this one? Oh, that's the 104. Maybe not. It's not a damage tick anymore. Yeah, that was kind of nuts. Also quite annoying. So the Elysium quests, if you don't know, chat, give you bonkers amounts of XP if you do them in this level range. So we're going to do at least some of them on the stream tonight. I don't know if I'll stay on stream that long. So I'm always tired after the after doing this Saturday stream with all the aliens and everything going on. I don't know why. Probably because it's a 5-hour stream. There's a lot of people watching. It's not stressy as such, but it's kind of a little bit. Your feet are on fire. You have to be fast, yes. Doesn't break roots though, does it, apparently? Used to be higher damage in Shadow. I think you're right, yeah. I mean, it's a long time since I leveled. Well, at the moment it's giving me run speed 65. Which ain't a big hill of beans, is it? You know, let's be honest. Yeah, around 80 to 90. I mean, if we hit 90, I'm tempted to go to the Reck, you know. Do the dailies there, because that's a lot of XP as well. But I kind of want to do that as an episode, like a regular episode as well. Yay, green mob! Yay, let's go get saved. Yeah, I'm sure when it got introduced, I think my little enforcer was already like 150, 160, and he rarely ever used it. And then I didn't do much with him from about 2010 until fairly recently. Someone said, you should finish off that enforcer. And it was before I'd done Let's Builds. So I started leveling him up. Oh, I was telling the tale of the Let's Build series videos. So initially I recorded a couple of videos for Storm Guild so we could host them somewhere online and have videos of the guild raiding, you know, as a bit of an advertisement for the guild. So we did, you know, and I put them on Google Video at the time because you could hyperlink and embed and everything else, and it worked rather well. Ripwell, yeah. Anyway, YouTube bought, Google bought YouTube and said, right, if you want to keep your videos, click here, transfer them to a new YouTube account under the same name. God, invisible bloody walls. And you can have them on YouTube instead. So we did that and changed the URL, and that's where those first videos came from in 2007, even though I'd uploaded them to Google Video years before that. So they sat around on there for a very, very long time. I made other videos of a band I was in. I made videos of going off-road. You know, the usual sort of thing regular people do on YouTube, you know, just general users. Hey, I'm at the zoo, the very first video on YouTube. And then somebody, after the 18.7 patch, I'd been on the beta for the engine, which had the 18.7 patch, the newer REIT, and everything else. So I'd already learned how everything worked, and people kept asking me the same questions. So I went, you know what? I'll just make video. So I can just link the video instead of having to constantly, you know, tell the same tale over and over again. So I made one, and everyone went, "Oh my God, is that your voice?" And I said, "Well, yes. Sorry, And they went, no, you got a brilliant voice. You should make more videos. And I was like, well, okay then. So I've made a couple more tutorials, and within a week I had like 500 subscribers. So then I did, and they all said, do a let's play of AO. And I was like, okay. So I made Fatty Balls. Let's build a tune. I thought it'd be more fun if everybody was, watching was part of the characters' sort of development and their story. So that's where it all started. I mean, if I'd have put my videos on Vimeo, who knows? It could have been completely different. But yeah, so that's just how it happened. That's why you see 2 AO videos as my oldest videos. And then nothing much to do with AO until way later. Right, I think that's all the missions for this guy. Do you have any? I think he's got the higher level stuff, isn't he? I'll help you. Oh no, it's that one there. Right, so we've got the Bluetooth Harvest and Excalibur's End, which are really, really easy ones to get done. Let's see how long it takes to hit level level 90 just doing that. I think it'll go, relatively quickly, I would say. Rubi-Ka light because it's a little brighter. Soon, brutal thug, soon. It should be fine either way. So yeah, I know everybody wanted to do the Lobby thing on Saturday. Sunday I couldn't. I was all set to do Sector 42 from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. But then Mrs. Callos 2 got asked to stay and work a bit longer. So I couldn't do the before one because she wasn't sure how long she had to be in, kind of a thing. And it could have been right at the end of Sector 42. She phones up and says, I want a lift. And I've got to bugger off and leave everyone in the lurch. So did not want to do that. So just decided, you know what? Need to do some cooking and cleaning as well. So what the hell? Just have to cancel that one. I hate cancelling streams though. I really do. But sometimes it's just, Right, that's like 5, isn't it? Don't need that. Yeah, I did all of the Biomare quest except for killing the director. That's the only bit of the main quest in there I've not actually done, so... Oh, good God. I just saw the voracious horror at the last second and went, oh, hell no. We're not going near that guy. Okay, somebody dinged, and in a second I will look at that when I'm not running for my life. Oh, come on, gravity. There we go. You feel the core of your being shift as the source makes room for a divine presence. Solo Milo has reached enlightenment. Congrats. Welcome to 220, dude. Right, let's try and get our way back. So, buffs wise, we've got Faster Than Your Shadow, which is nice. NCU buff and XP buff, but also improved cut red tape. Everything else is itself, basically. Should be interesting. Yeah, I got the gamma card done and everything else. So depending on how it goes tonight, it'll be like the last daily there tomorrow. Just run in and get it done. I did not struggle. Try Plumbo. I remember doing the MA playthrough, and I actually struggled on Try Plumbo on the Froob. Went in there on this tune, thinking, well, let's see how we do. Absolutely flattened him. Like, donk, 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 dead. Right, you first. So the first time you do this, you get a lot of fungus and quite a bit of XP. And then every time after that, you don't. You get some XP, but not as much as you do the first time by a long shot. There you go. It's not much, but better than the kick in the mouth. And also you get Girl That Saw It All, Chapter 1, which is a Spec 2 book. I haven't done Spec 1 yet. And ding, I found the sword at Excalibur's end. Goodbye. Right, okie doke. So now we'll do the other thing, which is beacon, because it'll be nearer. Looks like my shade on the 2019 server, that. Yeah, same head. Finally got a D-Shock on my clat. Oh, you got it on? I wasn't sure you could get one on. Good going, dude. D-Shock Kekcrat. Nice. Yeah. Oh, it was Doc you couldn't do it on, wasn't it? I think. Something like that, anyway. Need to kill several of these, I think, for one of these quests. I've got so many. Frozen artifacts. Yeah, 5 Shiver Spiders. Well, they usually kill me when I'm running along here. On most of the tunes I've ever run through here with about the right level. But given they're not red, and I was handling a red tune before, a red mob before, I think we're probably going to be alright. Yeah, I think someone got within 50 points or something of getting it on, and that was as close as you could get. What we need is Touched by Marius to be in game, and then it'll be possible. I mean, you'd OE, but at least you'd have the damn thing on. Yeah, 50 points. And that's with Thingy's chess piece, isn't it? You know, the Eumenides one. The thing that Mahalik really, really wants. What did he say? And I need more meat puppets to come be there for it. I'm just wondering if I've got the NCU space for the bigger Mongo. In case of that spawned that thing. The only thing with picking up that many quests at once is trying to keep track of them all at the same time. I killed Eumenides 5 times and then it dropped from the last boss. Who is like 100 times easier, to be fair. I mean, I'm not saying he's an easy kill, because he's not, but compared to Eumenides, he's way easier. I think Eumenides is still about the toughest fight I've ever had in AO. Just because of the way his mechanics work. You can be doing everything exactly right, get right to the end, last bubble, and then suddenly he'll spawn ads and and then mind control everybody and send everybody into everybody else with plague rot running, and it just the whole team just gets wiped. It's so annoying. And even if one person survives, none of you are getting back in until the aggro's gone. And he's reset. He's so annoying to fight. Right, so the Yutto we want to talk to is along here. Over the very scary gap here. There's a ton of mobs below me. Do not like, but they don't look... Doesn't look like the Hecklers are bouncing, so that's good. Oh god. Attacked by Heckler of Stone. I probably haven't got time to talk to this guy. I just need to run for the zone. Yep. Run. Run, 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 run. Full def. Keep going. Oh no. All of my nope. All of my nope. How long have I got left on there? They don't give up either. Jesus wept. No. Nice knowing me. You think I've had it, do you? I think I lost them actually before I warped. Why don't you go by the... It's not always enough. Sometimes the guards are kind of like, yeah, we'll get to you. Meanwhile, you dead. Okay then. Let's try that again. The folly to the zone into Inferno. Yeah, almost. Definitely feels like that sometimes. But I need to get to that guy to get the next little quest from him. Yeah, he gets stuck on a small pebble. Yes, the Pebble of Doom. We'll run up the other side, I think is going to be the sensible option. Which are the Hoathians I need to do first? Soul feeding. Cageys, yeah, so I don't want to be killing Brisk or what have you beforehand. Yeah, I've done it. You hit a small rock and go... And by the time you've, you know, managed to unstick your bloody character, you dead. Yeah, you spin the camera accidentally and go run straight into the buggers. At which point you're extremely dead. Not too worried about a few koalas chasing after me. Actually, while I'm here, isn't it the frozen dudes I want somewhere near here? Right, it's the other side of the land bridge. Is that the one I went over and snagged them all? Where is he? There's the warp. You go across and he's further along, isn't he? Yeah, I've done all of those things. The best way to bring pets through here, I found, was park them there and tell them wait and then pet warp. Right, can we get to him this way without becoming dinner? I'm looking now. I'm not seeing attack. I'm koala. That's okay. As long as I don't see attacked by Heckler of Doom. Why does he have to be here, of all places? It's... Oh, I think I want cages, don't I? Oh, there's one. What should I do? He wants the little red flowers. Bring me the flower. Yes. Yeah, the other option is to use the warp. Which is directly over here. and equally dangerous to get to. That's a lot of hecklers. Right, I've been attacked by hecklers of stone again. All right. We'll just use the warp, I think, is going to be the way to go. Okay, they don't follow you here because you've zoned. So we'll give it a second. Right. It should be long enough for them to kind of chill out, maybe. Right. No attacked by messages. That'll do. Yeah, I've died more times in Elysium than anywhere else, I think. Or maybe not. Maybe Adonis, actually. Back in the day, you know, just minding your own business, and the next thing you know, just a ton of stuff coming after you. Right, we're going down here and hoping there's not thousands of mobs. Right, little red flower. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to run out of room. 4. I got any more slots? No, of course I don't. Bag full of crap. Let's put that in there. Get the last one. Yeah, I've done this quest, been going, oh, right, I got it. And looked up, and Voracious Horror's going, hello. Would you like to be my friend? I'm just going to pat you on the head. Rather hard. Thinking where he is, you've got to run past hecklers one way or another, haven't you? It's like very difficult to get to him otherwise. Yeah, quickest way to zone to a garden. If you've got the beacon and you're saved there, win-win. Going this way, we'll probably snag aggro again, but at least we'll be near the warp. Not sure. I've blindly run into hecklers along here before. Before I, you know, had a clue where some of them might be. I'm just like running along the sea, going, well, this is going to be the quick way to get there, and there's no mobs, and then suddenly turn around a corner and 50 hecklers all bunched up. And gone, oh, crap. Hello, garden. Oh, last place you saved. Hello, reclaim. When we used to have to actually reclaim stuff. Big XP. Thank you. Goodbye. Right, Cagey's. Just saw attacked by... And what was the other frozen thing? Soul feeding is Cagey. Roots we've got to do. We've also got frozen artifacts. Icy shadows, that's it. Clark Jordan, welcome to the stream. First time doing alphas, watching stream to ease my mind. You'll be fine. Just remember, you don't want a med suit. What you want is base stat buffing gear and do the treatment with perks and treatment transfer, etc. You will get the treatment. Start with the easy ones like wrists, where you've still got all 3 in. Yeah, farm DB2 or do Dio, because the parts for Dio are even better. Like the pants, etc. Make sure you've got all your research done that's relative to base abilities. And usually, pretty much, most of your alphas are quite easy. Oh, and Apotheosis, obviously. It's an extra 15 in there, and you always come up within like 5-10 points of getting something in when you take one out. And always, when you're doing one, be focused on just those 3 base stats at a time. Don't try and do all your base stats at once. So for instance, what you want to do is before you convert a beta, take it off and then take the reading for your base stats and treatment with that particular implant out. I've seen a lot of people get that wrong. They make the alpha and then realise they can't get it back in now because their stats are too low without the beta being in there in the first place. Need some of these, I think. But yeah, make sure you got all your stuff together. Icy Shadow. I think I've got to kill 5 of these as well. Not sure how many crystal rafters I've got to do, but I'll do them. 1 and 3. Still need number 2. Can't remember what it's from now. 1 or more of the quests, then I'm going to go farm Spec 1, I think. Get Spec 1 and 2 done, and then I'll be good for any Shadowlands nanos that I might want. Don't you dare regen health, die. Oh. I think it was, thought I was, it was doing the runaway mode on me. Doing all your alphas except left wrist and brain. Okay. Yeah, what you don't need is a med suit. You don't need it for alphas. Very rarely you need maybe 1 piece. Most of the time you got all the perks done, so your perks should be like enhanced DNA, combat knowledge, genius, freak strength maybe, depending on your breed. If you're on a Trox, you won't need freak strength. You get agility from Dance of Fools or whatever. What's it called? Don't need to kill any more of these, but while we're here, let's kill that. MA will be easy. They have green treatment, so it is one of the easier ones to do. Lost Hoathian. Nope. It's a chain spawn mob. Don't touch it. Malah Rafters. Yeah, agility and spades. You'll need the Fredrickson sleeves. Hacked or unhacked for the stamina. There'll be mostly stamina and intelligence items you need. But Oppie is quite easy. Which ones have I finished? I think I've done all the crystal ones. Are there any more Mire rafters in here? There's a Mire. They're kind of semi-not aggro, these, until you hit one and then suddenly they all aggro. Bongo for the win. We'll get there, don't you worry. Trouble is I'm now having to kill a bunch of crystals that I didn't need to kill, but hey, it's XP, right? It's Shadowlands XP, so it's a lot of XP. Incidental ding. Level 87. Some 300... No, don't buy them. Borrow them off someone. There's got to be... You're in a guild and that, yeah? Because you're only going to use them for like 3 or 4 minutes. This game is built around the idea that you're playing with other people and being sociable. So if you approach it like that, it does work rather well. You know, have a friendly guild, make friends with other people, build friendships, and then stuff gets a lot easier to do in the game. I know some people argue, well, nobody ever wants to be friends or blah blah blah, and it's like, well, maybe revise how you interact with people a little. Are you as sociable as you think you are? You know, do you go out of your way to help people now and again? You know, it's almost a lesson in sociology, really. Right, how many routes have I got? Mire and Crystal are done. Right, okay. We can go and hand in a couple of those, but I want to go get the Cagey Hoathians while they're still green. Because once they're not, they all run off, and that is a pain if you're on a melee toon, running after things with no range. It's not funny. Might be funny to watch me being all frustrated trying to do it, but the actual experience itself, not so much fun. KG, come to me. Yeah, make friends. That's my advice, and probably true for every MMO. Make friends. You know, the game is built around the idea that you have them. Was there one at the top there? No. I mean, if you start streaming or something like that, you'll almost certainly get people willing to help you. Because you're putting yourself on their radar. Kind of thing. It's like Savik said, oh, I'm doing alphas on this fixer. And I said, would you like my bags of win? I think Savik actually just wanted to borrow a ring. And I said, here's 3 bags of win. But it was like Vulpy would watch me on stream and goes, no, those are the new twinking guns. You need these ones. They give 10 more each. And when you come to alphas and betas, that's kind of where your calculations are. You know, you're like, oh, I'm only 10 points off when I take X symbiont out. So, yeah, and then the alphas were done in 20 minutes. Yeah. Easiest alphas I ever did were on Solitus Doctor. I did them at 219 and I didn't struggle whatsoever. But I have got, like I say, I have got some very nice items for doing that kind of thing. So I've got the ability, NCUs, stuff like that. And all of that kind of gear really does help. No. Come here. Where are you going? Get back here, you. Yeah, Solitus generally isn't too bad, because there's no kind of blind spots. Opifex NT, surprisingly enough, was actually quite easy as well. Because stamina and strength are the 2 easiest stats to buff, in terms of buffs you can get, items, etc. And then NTs have massive Intelligence side buffs, which makes that side a bit easier, and then your op effects, so agility and sense are dead easy anyway. I can remember when I was making the tune, this guy on about 6 different videos goes, "Oh my god, I can't believe you're raising strength." I was like, well, I'm going to need it. I'm going to be wearing symbionts and stuff. "Oh my god, you don't need strength, don't you know anything?" You know, really quite aggressive about it, you know, and I was like, no, dude, you're wrong. And in the end, I put into an episode, here is the, you know, eye or brain or whatever symbiont it was, and I say, oh, requirement, strength. You know, so some people have some very fixed ideas about getting mechanics, and quite often they're wrong. It's sort of, you know, a little disappointing. Soul feeding. Fissure Hiathians. What are you? You're the wrong mob, right. Let's try and get a few of these. I think I had that one already. Soto Mahoney, hello from Omni-3. Welcome to the stream. Shh, everyone, it's an Omni spy. I've changed the lighting slightly. What I've done is put a bit of tin foil on the bottom of the bulb in a circle, so I'm not lit quite so much from below, and then put some more tin foil on the wall there so it's bouncing back. Sort of using it like a reflector, literally. So, you know, $1 worth of cooking foil. Seems to be working though, like you can see my face a little better. Lies misdirection. Yeah, there's some interesting stuff occurring in the roleplay world of Rubi-Ka. Blake 7 lighting, yeah. If it was good enough for Doctor Who, then it's good enough for me. Lopnik, welcome to the stream. Alphas on Oppie Shade is the... Oh god, yeah. Well, you can hot swap alphas on Oppie Shade. Farming all the bits you need for alphas on a shade is painfully long-winded. You need so many to finish them off. How does it feel with 0 side? Makes no difference whatsoever. I couldn't give a shite about side XP. Quite literally couldn't give a toss. Norton Wars PvP is not PvP. It's who's got the best hacks and is willing to use them. So it's not even anything to do with the side or players anymore. It's just e-peening with cheating software. That's it. That's all it is. So, honestly, don't give a toss. Let's have a look. Stats. I mean, towers used to be important. Maybe 15 years ago. XP bonus, 212%. Why am I worried about 14? I'm just... You know, that's like, oh, I can't wear my 2 XP rings anymore. Genuinely could not give a toss. And the thing is, 6 months ago, Omni had 0%, and I thought that was stupid as well. Because it's not, I mean, it's not even about the sides themselves. It's that's irrelevant. It's just like, look at my hacks, I can take a quality 300 base down in 20 seconds. Yeah, I can go into Skyrim, press tab and type, you know, TGM. Doesn't make me a good player, it doesn't make me clever, it just means I'm cheating. And that's all they're doing. So I don't give a toss. Honestly, that's a genuine answer. I really, really do not care. I don't feel bad. I don't feel anything. My only thing that annoys me about it is the people that actually enjoy fighting other people in games, and I used to. I used to play FPS games. Is that they're ruining the game for those people that want to actually PvP. They're ruining it for them, and we will lose those players. So I don't care how many accounts you've got and blah blah blah. You're not helping the game in the least. You're just not. Because those people go. I know. I've seen them go. Toggle God mode. Yeah. Taking down a quality 300 base without even disabling the shield in 20 seconds. Yeah. That's cheating. Yeah, you've got your hacks and whatever. Oh, look at me. I've got hacks. Really? I'm not saying it doesn't take a modicum of intelligence and experience to enable them and use them, but do something productive then. Don't spoil a game for other people just because you want to EP into someone else. You know, it's pretty selfish behaviour. Nick01 has subscribed at tier 1. They've subscribed for 3 months. Thank you very much for the resub. Yeah, if you're going to do extreme twinking, towers and contracts are quite useful, but am I going to save Bebop from dismantling? Well, it's not up to me, is it? I'm not the author. I am only the narrator. So I don't get to decide. No, disassemble Johnny 5. But there's so many new items in the game that I can't remember the last time I needed to plant a tower to do anything on a toon. But then again, I don't go as extreme as some people on perhaps lower level toons where they really go nuts with them. Maybe then I would be like disappointed that I couldn't use that facility in the game because someone wants to EP and how clever they are using hacks. Funcom won't do anything, so it's pointless me getting mad about it. You know, too old to care. I've been here 20 years. Seen people like that come and go. They come, they get bored, they switch sides a couple of times maybe, and then they naff off to the next game and do it again. Nothing you can do about them in that respect. You can't change it, you know, you can't change what a person is. Well, I can tell you I've done lines for part of episode 3. I can tell you that. But I could be I could be saying, sadly, I can't tell you more than that. Because it's not my creation. I'm just, I'm just a free labourer on that. In as much as it's just me going blah, 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 Where do I want to go? From the Malah dudes. Enig, no. Not sure now. Yeah, I mean, I felt bad for the Omnis when they had 0 because I thought, well, the clans didn't really earn that. It was whoever was using the hacks did it. But everyone goes, yay, we got a base, with your guild of 3 actives. You're right, you might have 100, 300, 400 members, but you got like 10 actives. And, as soon as that base is attacked, you're going to have loads of bloody problems trying to defend it, if you can defend it at all. If someone can take it down before you even get there, what chance have you got? See, that's not being skillful at PvP, that's just subverting the game completely. That's no fun for anyone except the guy that gets off doing that to other people. I'm so clever, I have beaten the game. Woohoo. Whatever. It's like, I know I did when someone's cheating to take advantage of something in the game. I can never feel good about that. Basically you're a cheat, I've got no respect for you, and I don't want you in the game. That simple. Alright, there's some Malah dudes down here. So we go barter and run north. I mean, you get some people that try to sycophantically and, you know, vicariously, like, take some of the credit for that. Like, only, you know, my side's better than yours because we've done this. And it's like, well, you had nothing to do with it unless you actually did, in which case that makes you a cheat. So again, I don't care for you, I've got no respect for you, and I don't want you in the game. Or you are just, you know, trying to sort of grab onto their coattails and claim credit for it. Somehow you're better because someone else cheated is not really something to brag about, to my mind. When people do it, I kind of look at them like, what? Sure, dude, whatever. You know, it just doesn't... Nah. Thing is, what's the... even with 25%, as soon as you hit a nano can and put some XP rings on, you've capped anyway. I've seen it go as high as 50% before Shadowlands, when it was just sheer numbers and sheer brute force on tower fields. And after 20-odd%, it doesn't make any difference anyway. It's weird. Yeah, I mean, Clan we got up to something ridiculous like 25, 26% at the beginning of the year, early in the year, like February or something. But it wasn't people doing PvP from, you know, playing the game. It was just, you know, someone decided, right, I'm going to use this, you know, bunch of hacks on the game, stack up a bunch of NTs, take a base down in seconds, and call it done. And I'm like, well, where's the joy? Where's the victory? There's no cap for XP. There's a cap for XP you can gain though, isn't there? There's hard caps on how much XP you can ever get. I know what you mean, like side bonus. There's Fissure Hiathians down here. Okay. None of which we want. We want the Malah things. I'm probably going to have no joy getting at. Hitting green Hecklers all day. It's insanely high. It could be. But, I mean, it's already incredibly easy to level these days compared to the old days. Hitting 200 used to take like a year. And that was grinding every day. Okay, I got one. Nowadays, you can hit 220 in... Well, you can hit 200 in days. Legitimately, without kite teams even, you know, which is legitimate. It's just, you wouldn't even need that. You know, you can do it quicker than that. Just by doing all your dailies, stacking up a bunch of quests, putting on a ton of XP gear. You know, maybe a little bit of help here and there with buffs and such. And you're done, you know. Let's run through the door. We seem to have upset a lot of people in here. Yeah, or you can just buy Hecklers. There you go. Job done. You couldn't do that in the past. But yeah, you literally had to do killing mobs or doing missions and then eventually doing team missions when they were introduced. I think when they were introduced, I was about level 120 by then. And it was great, you know, that everybody was getting the full reward, not just the XP. Because before that, people used to have to duplicate the mission key to share the mission with other people. And then just, you know, have an instanced bunch of mobs that no one else could interfere with that you could kill. But only the person that rolled the mission got the mission reward. so that people would cycle round getting missions to Broken Shores. And then when they introduced team missions, it was much better because everybody was getting that reward without having to cycle. Not that kind of duping. No, you can buy a key duplicator in any basic store. It's part of the game. You know, come into my mission, duplicate the key. That's it. Duping, yeah, key duping is a thing. Yeah, before next weekend, I want to have done the Adonis quest, I think. Well, as soon as dailies came along, that was just like amazeballs. It really was. That and Inferno type missions. Well, I was only in Inferno on Toons by then. But being able to get like a daily's worth of XP from a mission was just amazing. When it came in, it was like, oh my god, the XP, you know. But yeah, compared to the old days, leveling now is so redonkulously easy. And when you lost XP back in the old days, you lost it. It was gone. There was no pool. There was no additional... Is this a static here? I think it is, isn't it? Or is it mission only? Quest only. So that would be a handy place to run and hide. 214 feels like a grind. It can. I mean, I'm lucky in that, I've made friends in the game and I can say, hey, I want to go and do this big Inferno quest. Do you want to come and help? You know, and they're like, yay, okay. You know, it'll be fun. We'll go do it. You know, and then you get a ton of XP in one evening at various stages inside the quest. And I've done that a few times on stream. It's just been great. Soul feeding, Hoathians, etc. Okay. Go and get some of those. Yeah, you can do it with money, but the XP cans giving you 50% XP is just bonkers. You know, you think about it, I've got 50%, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, just there. You know, there used to be a nano can on Test Live and in most of the betas, which was XP gain like 100% or something. And I've got that on live now, just with the nano can, the armour and some rings. Plus, you've also got inside some of your symbionts, if you look, like they're XP for 2. I don't know how on this set, but yeah, you'll find it in a few of them. Give it a bit of extra XP as well. So you add them all together, it is kind of bonkers. Yeah, exactly, yeah, the Sheol quests, which are a ball ache, I'll admit. I have moaned about them like hell before now. But yeah, you used to be able to get up to 50% until Shadowlands, and then these areas got included in the percentage, which watered it down. Plus, you can never take them. You can never plant a tower on them. But I've been shown things by other people over Discord, so they've streamed what they want to show me, where people have got tower bases in backyards where you can't see them. Because there's some dodgy method of placing towers if you put something on the floor first, and it's just really, really disheartening to see. You know, so this guild or whatever has got, a 300 field that can never be attacked except by another sort of exploiter or whatever, and it's just depressing. I think there was one under the floor of the grid at one point or something stupid. Yeah, I used to love the old cities, I really did. I'd love if they put the old cities back, but after the merge they couldn't. There weren't enough kind of places to build a city for everybody, so they didn't do it. Regular Hoathians, and they're going grey on me, so that's why I want to get them done before all of them are grey. Salad pizza. Hey Carlos, how are you? I'm okay. Welcome to the stream, dude. Dude in the gender neutral. You know. Whatever shade of rainbow you want to be, it's all fine with me. There you go. That's it. I'll get a hate raid now. If I do, apparently the thing you need to do is switch chat to emotes only or something. Brisk Hoathians, you will die. And Malah-Anas. This is easier when they're not running away, even though you're getting hit by everything. Follower only, or yeah. Okay, I may need to sort of kill a few of these. I've got maybe too many on me now. Bio Cocoon for the win. And I actually went out and bought some first aids. Can't hit anything. Is that lag? There we go. Yeah, there was some. I got an email from Twitch about it or whatever, and what they just advised, etc. I thought, well, you know, is what it is. I don't hate on anyone, even some pretty terrible people. I don't hate them, you know. So. Hate raids, unemployment is a hell of a thing. Yeah, exactly. You've got nothing better to do than mither about somebody else's business, you know. I'm going to have to do a bit of a runner here, I think, otherwise I'm going to die. Give myself some layers. Yeah, why don't I just encourage them to fight me by hitting Mongo? Right. I'm going to lose some of this. Come back and do the last bit of it. There's some other rafters I need to kill that are actually near the pier. Ooh, hang on. Whoa, somebody's been busy. ICC planet-wide announcement. Englaf, Keep Laugh, Doc Laugh, and Trade Laugh, Emph Laugh, my god, Kekcrat Laugh, have all hit AI30, congratulations. He's probably a box, yeah. I think they've gone. Okay. So what are we now? Level 88. We're on track for 90 with the rest of the quests to hand in. Plus there's a load more we haven't done. They're all independent players with very similar names. Yep. Could be. Could be guildmates. But it does definitely feel like a box. Lewd. That's alright, if someone wants to make a box, they can make a box. Just don't bring it to PvP. Because using 6 characters against 1 is cheating. I don't care what anyone says, that's cheating. If you saw 6 people beating on someone, you'd want to say something to them, but you'd probably be too scared of getting your own arse kicked. But you'd know it was wrong. And if you don't, then, well, you know, maybe you want to give your moral compass a bit of a wobble. It depends, man, it depends. I know what you mean. If it was like a pedo or something, I don't know, maybe. Is it that one guy was a baddie? Yeah. Now, there was a thing where someone, you know, when you get like a free, well, we haven't had one for 5 years, but you used to get email saying, come back for a free week, and there'd be a HTML link in the email. Someone found a way to backdoor it and essentially give themselves free game time as much as they wanted, an ARC account, all the bonuses, stuff that's ever been given. Oh, just nuts. And people started abusing it, which is just, yeah, kind of a shame. But, you know, they did go and get rid of a lot of players because of it. Okay, what am I killing here on soul feeding? Malah. Right, there's Malah. Would you buff me there? And now kill Malah-Dren. No, you. Someone's healing me. Thank you. If you're on the stream. I know what you mean, but even when they're the baddie, I still kind of feel like, yeah, you know. And finally, Haithian Lookout, who's already spawned and is on me, so yay, an orange mob at last. It's annoying when he's grey, by the way, so try and get these done before you get too high level. Yay, soul feeding completed. Return to the one. Right, which leaves frozen artifacts to hand in and a bit more roots. We've got 3 of them. I think it's just the guys from the middle now. I think this dude's probably alright, seeing as he's, you know, level 200. I don't think he's going to have too much of a problem with anything in Elysium. Right, it's the, what are they called? Searching for your roots. Yeah, the Flux dudes. They're near the middle somewhere, aren't they? They're near these guys up here, I'm sure. Or are they Kronos Canyon? Just got to find the Kronos Canyon thing. There's the thing, in the Lobby Gardens, there's dozens of exits. And then in the higher ones, they're like, yeah, there's 2, mate. Or in the case of Pandemonium, only 1. Flux Rafter, right by the statue. That's what we like. Kill them all. Well, congrats to them for hitting AI-30 on all those tunes, you know. They still had to play all of them. I mean, if they're boxed, they still... I've aggroed this one now. They've still got to do quite a bit of stuff. The corroded ring, I remember people used to be fighting over getting that. Just for the max health, 95. Yeah, but stacked NTs that do 1000% damage with 1 nuke and having 6 of those all shooting one guy at the same time is pretty much as bad. You know, and people vicariously trying to take credit for it as well, just lol. It's a bit embarrassing when they do it. I don't think they realise that, but it is. Someone's cheated in the game and gotten away with it, and you're laughing up your sleeve at everyone else that they did, and that somehow it reflects on you being powerful. It's kind of cringy, really, you know. Yeah, PVM is, having a box in PVM, because so much of the game is instance now, like iPand, AL, you know, all that sort of stuff, or missions, or what have you. It's not such a big deal, you know. Okay, I think that's all the routes done, so that's the west side of the island, all the quests there done. A minute on those, I'm just going to run away. Rather than stand there for a minute taking a beating. Yeah, PVM, I've never had a problem with people using, you know, like dual login or what have you, and then that kind of evolved into basic boxing. But you can see the new boxing type software where every character is stood on an identical pixel. It's not like they're using the old PVM scripts like follow and stuff. And at one point they thought, Funcom for whatever reason thought that's what was going on, so they then disabled follow in PvP, thinking that would make it easier, or make it harder for people trying to use a box in PvP. They didn't want people doing it. But they won't come down and make a concrete statement on it. So the attitude other people have taken is, well, it's not against the rules, so I can do it. You know, and it's like, really though? It's kind of embarrassing, you know? Sort of embarrassing they play the same game I play. That's genuinely what the, you know, the emotional take is on that. But, you know, takes all sorts to make a world go round, I guess. Yeah, follow is fine, but assist is removed, yeah. Because that's how people used to use basic box scripts, with just that. But now they're using third-party software to control multiple characters simultaneously. And you can tell because they're all stood on one pixel. These are the other Heartland predators, by the way. Pet Hunt, yeah, that used to be pretty good. I can remember those days. Mrs. Callis too, when she played, had an MP, and she used to enter a mission, sit at the front door of the mission, go pet hunt, and then go off and, you know, do whatever she was doing. Come do a bit of cooking, or get me to do something, or, you know, just stuff. And then, like, come back 20 minutes later and like, mission complete and a load of XP, and the pet waiting by her. Yeah, it was nuts. But yeah, I can remember doing that. Right, I think we'll hit 92, 93 handing all these in here. Yeah, I'm not sure why, but I mean, a lot of the nerfs and rebalances are all based around PvP, which is a smaller percentage of the game. I mean, all the gear someone PvPing is wearing is mostly from doing PVM. Which is kind of backwards. Modern games, they tend to have it so PvP gear is the only thing that's any good in PvP, and you have to do PvP to get that gear, you know. But it's sort of all mixed together and slightly weird. There you go, 89, and almost another level. And a terrible weapon. I have the rafter route samples for you. There you go, 91. Battle Station is the best PVM free XP. Yeah, don't say that in front of people in the Battle Station. They'll go, oh yeah, and start hitting you. Hythian Artifact, the Soul Catcher. There we go. 92. I think that's all of them now. So yeah, we came here at level 82 and now we're level 92. I've got a new perk. Can't put any more into bio-shielding, so it can go into blunt mastery. Hello. Flagging, acro, crash, rash, whatever. We're cooking marshmallows on a bonfire while the PvP is farming kills. Yeah. It's kind of what I hear. Right, so we've got to go... There's the Shades of Grey, which is south, and then we've got all the quests on the east side of the island as well, yeah. So for all that trouble, we've gotten terrible sleeve, really terrible melee weapon, and a ridiculously bad assault rifle. And delete. If they were yes drop, I'd just give them away to people. But I can't. Right, we want to go south. We've got a minute left on the beacon, so... Yeah, last time I went to BS was during the PvP week. From Dio. I got a ton of levels while I was there. Also got killed for saying, why isn't anyone fighting? Last time I came here, we were running around killing each other. What made BS better, though, was taking side out of it and making it just join red or blue, dude. It doesn't matter. So you could be in there killing, you know, your best friends. It's like playing paintball with your mates. You know, suddenly it's actually fun. 170 BS was amazing. Yeah, you're going to get people twinking really hard around those levels, and then other people that are just trying to level past those levels, and they're nowhere near competitive with the others, which does make it really like nuts. You know, 170 with quality 100 implants from the, you know, the store-bought stuff just because they're leveling, and then the other guy's running around with quality, you know, like symbionts plus quality 250 implants and twinked on gear and God knows. Doctor's right hand on a 174 dock. I thought that had a 216 level lock on it. Or am I thinking of a different one? Is there no level lock on that? Doctor's right hand of hope. Is there no level lock? My God. I thought they'd actually put a level lock on it. Oh well, yep. Yeah, it might be the left hand I'm thinking of then. I remember having one of them and not being able to use it despite being able to get the skills on my dock, so maybe it was the left hand. No doctors left. Oh. What's it called then? Right hand of hope. Doctor's grace? Oh, there you go. Doctor's left hand of grace. No, there's none. I'm mistaken. I'm thinking of something else then. Yeah, left hand's got the 5% on it, which is nice. You know, a decent pistol and a useful bonus for that class. Ugh, itchy ear. Lust and the pure, maybe, that might be what I'm thinking of, I don't know. Sorry, Mr. Shiver Spider, but I am going. Yeah, I thought they had that on it. Most of the other dreadlock weapons do, don't they? Where am I going? I'm going down to Shades of Grey, which is him. Is it Enig or the Sink? Let's have a look. Where's... Ooh. He's there. Enig, yeah. Where's Enig in here? Utopulus, that's by the thingamy. Is it one of the lower level ones? One's on the other side of the cliff. Inig. Yeah, Luster the Zan and the Pure have got the level lock. Could be them I was thinking of. I think I'm the Predator. You know, the Saber Cat mobs are going to be grey when I get to them. Which isn't, like, the worst thing ever, but... No, the worst thing ever is when you're trying to do, like, Scooplet or whatever. There's one I always seem to get, which is... It's the first go off and clear out. I think they're kind of Ermites, or there's some sort of Ermites, and it's south of where Dodger is. So it's a long run at low levels, and you always get it like before level 10 or something, so you're still like stupidly slow at running, even with buffs, and you can't really squeeze grid space on yet, and you know, without a lot of effort. And it sends you there, and all of them run away. I was there going, Mongo, why are you running away when I'm getting frustrated with them? Right, so we got to do Shades of Grey. Yeah, Stalking Slayers. After this dude, I think I'll leave the east side, and for a change of pace, go look at the Reck. Now we qualify for it. But the people that only watch the kind of curated episode, you know, the properly edited and everything, would probably prefer that I did it all on those. Oh, I will, kind of. As well. Try and do both. That's going to work. 2 more Stalking Slayers. Yeah, so you go to kill one and immediately it's like it's running away from you. So it's gone into health regen. You know that state they go into? So they're regenerating health at a ridiculous rate. And then like halfway through the fight decide, well, okay, then I will fight you. You know, and you're like, wait. I've just wasted all my specials on you. Right, so that's part 1. Hand this in. I think this could even be another ding for this bit. And then it's run RNG to get the drop from down on the beach from the rafters. Let's have a look. No? Or maybe get it at the end of the other one then. Can't remember. Help. Shades of Grey. Yeah. Tear gland thing. You guys can see the stream okay. It's not too dark, no? Sure, Rafter. Give me a tear gland. X1R4 is also too powerful for a 200 even. Okay. Is that a rifle? Am I thinking of the wrong thing? Probably thinking of the wrong thing. Denied. Come on, never mind long lingering death. Give me loot. Give me the item I need. MA weapon. Oh, the viral, the claw thing. Someone used to use one in one of the older martial arts games. And like, I mean like arcade stroke console. That's a coral. We need Shore Rafters. If I can find any more. Shadow Leet. Sometimes you get one down and around here. Fissure Rafter. I'm never completely convinced whether or not the higher level Fissure Rafters are the only ones that can drop it. Vega in Street Fighter. I think it might be, yeah. It's got like ridiculously fast with it. Like it was whisking an egg. Oh, there we go. We got the tear gland. Nice. So next we can A, check out the Reck, B, go farm Spec 1 and finish Spec 2, or 3, let's see rather, suggest something else entirely. I don't know. But yeah, Vega. I think you're right. I think it was Vega in Street Fighter. I remember beating Street Fighter 2 on the SNES one winter when I wasn't doing much of anything else. I'm feeling quite proud about it. Morphers, hello. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. I have the tear gland. There you go. Bling 93. Oh yeah, he wants this stuff, doesn't he? Another chunk of XP. Goodbye. I think that's it for this side, and then there's the east side of Elysium's got a bunch more quests. So what do we want to do? More Elysium? Or go test our metal in the Reck? What do you want to do, guys? Have a discussion amongst yourselves. I'm going to go... Wish my ears didn't itch when I wear headphones for more than 10 minutes and fill a glass. Yes, it's the t-shirt. The Reck is usually a fun place to visit. What do we think then, guys? We've had enough Elysium for one stream. Go over to the Reck. Right, the only person saying anything, so we're going to the Reck. Can stack a few more buffs. Hertig is still here, day 4. Literally 4 days since that pet's been there, so I don't know. Yeah, that was a lot of levels very fast. Is Savik still here? She's sidled off somewhere. I think she has. Probably fallen asleep at the keyboard. I would not blame them. The Reck is fun, says Draden. Okay. I'm going to bump log and buff myself. I'm going to give myself grid space freedom, fresh the hack and quack. Probably give myself RRFE as well. All from the same account, because you can do what's called bump logging. When you crash off the game, your character stays on the server for about 30 odd seconds, so you can buff them. Obviously you can't play them, invite them, do team buffs with them, but you can actually directly buff them. We'll cancel that one. Dirty Fight, I'm going to cancel that just so I've got enough room for the other stuff. Okay, I'm going to queue up the client twice to save time later. It's alright, I can do it. You watch. At the moment it just looks like I'm stood there because it's only capturing the one game. Right, I'll show you what I'm doing then. I'll have to do monitor capture for that. So, go back to this tune. I'm going to quit out. Typed the wrong password. Clever boy. Just foobarred that. I thought that looked short after I did it. Then I can go straight to Soldier. Stand him up. RRFE, probably goosed it now. Quit from that one. And let's give him a bit more def as well. Probably don't have enough time. No, it's gone, but you can see the other client's still there, so I think I had enough time on that anyway. I mean, it's easier if you can get someone to come and buff you, but I generally don't need to. But you've always been able to do that. Was I farming? I think I was farming. Unusual discs to be walking around with. Ugh. So now that tune, the ghost of which was what was sat on the server, now has the buffs I just gave it. And the other one, I have a second account that I can use. The ye old days, yep. The other thing is make a bunch of Fru buff army, which would be a lot better. A lot less faffing about. So I'm now logging in my Fru Fixer, which we did do a Let's Build for. I'm logging him in. He'll appear on screen. But obviously from my perspective, I'm seeing his screen, but you're still seeing the game screen. Refresh on Hack and Quack, and let's get some run speed. There we go. And I can just log him off now. We've got run speed. Dear Funcom, please give us grid space freedom in Shadowlands. Thanks. I'm outrunning someone much higher level than me. God knows how. How am I outrunning? Oh, is it your D-Shark? Kekcrat, let's have a look. So he went with the full auto, yeah. That's what I would have done this. Full auto again. And the other 300, nice. And then extern. There it is, guys. Dreadlog modified shark. So you get the... What is the cap on that? Do you get the 11 point whatever second full auto with it? You should do, shouldn't you? I think as soon as you get it on. 10 seconds, Jesus. Nice. All the funds. Is good build, that. Very good build. I don't think I'll be doing it with mine, but still, gotta say, bloody impressive. Oh wait, I was going to upload a new Nano, wasn't I? What was this? 366 in Psycho Modern Sense Imp. I don't think I've got the NCU space. I'm not far off on Psycho Mod. That's quite a lot of IP in there. Let's do some base stats first. Seems we've leveled about umpteen times since the last time I did any IP. That's title max, and that is title max as well. Yeah, why not? Now would be the time to do it while you've capped on other stuff. There you go, and Savick will be pleased to know I can buff her dock with Brutal Thug. Even though Savick seems to have disappeared from the stream, but that's okay. Maybe Michael Bublé turned up early for the Bublé bath, which is a thing. Right, will the engine crash when we enter the Reck? Because quite often it does. Will it crash? Yeah, he's still alive. Where's my dude? Yay! What can I help you with? It is a lot of damage. I remember getting it on my soldier the first time and going, oh my god, the damage. I think before he had that, I'd resurrected him, so he was, I think, still using like a Perennium Blaster or something. So suddenly going from that to a D-Shock was just like, oh my god. It really was a shock. Oh yeah, and if you get the hunt daily, the diners in here don't count. Oh, these guys, oh, nice and red, big XP. Yeah, well, I mean, an AR soldier has huge AR. They just hit so damn hard. But they can do more damage with other weapons. It's nuts. You know, if you do what's the meta now? It's a PDKP and an Envy or something like that. Even though the PDKP got a nerf, it's still bloody good. I mean, I've got 2 PDKPs on my soldier, not my soldier, my trader. And I can't think of a better option for him, to be honest. It's like, well, you know, it's still pretty nice. Yeah, more of a tanky sort of soldier, yeah. It's like the mentality of PVM versus PvP. It used to be, but nowadays, I don't know. My god, Yaff. I've not seen Yaff in years. That is an old Stormer, that is. As in, you know, been in the guild a long time, not necessarily chronologically old. Alright, see if we can hit the tower. Is the tower even up? Oh, it is. Just didn't want to render in. Okay, what colour is tower? Oh, it's still on remains. Damn. Bye-bye, tower. What was the name of that fixer that always stood on a shelf by the grid back in the days? I'm not sure. Being honest, I'm not quite sure. I do not know. He's always right above the grid. Which grid, though? The old... Oh, I'm not sure. I've seen quite a few fixers parked there. You know, as kind of like various players' buff monkeys, so to speak. Or just, you know, handy... whatevers, you know. Nearly finished Anger Management 2 as well, even on 10%. No, not Daylor. Daylor's still active in the game. And they don't sit on the shelf above. They tend to walk around the whole sort of bottom end of Old Athens, buffing everyone in sight. And then they go up on the hill where everyone's on GMI and then buff everybody there as well. Let's see how we do. I kind of wanted to try soloing this thing. But the keeper showed up. And it looks like they've got a copy of Excalibur, so they're probably going to do more damage than me anyway. Playboy Fixer. Don't quite remember that one, but... yeah, they've pulled aggro. But with an edge of, you know... copy of Excalibur they've got there, I'm not surprised. I think they won loot as well, I'm not sure. Yeah, they did. Bounty reclaim, there, I think I got it. Okay. No, the other towers are on me. Right, now it gets tougher. What server is this on? The main server. Putting down the war dog. Can I fly yet? No, I've got sandstorm dudes on me. Oh, there you go. Now I can. Yeah, this is Rubi-Ka rather than Rubi-Ka 2019. Yeah, Rubi-Ka 5 or Rubi-Ka, basically. I made the mistake of letting myself start to get hyped for the new Dune movie. I watched a couple of like random YouTube videos with like Easter eggs and bits and things we spotted in the latest trailer for. I was like, oh, I shouldn't watch this. I should just wait, go see it in the theatre and just, you know, see if it's any good or not. But no, I had to watch it. Have a look. Okay, War Dog is down along with a bunch of other dudes. And no beacon. Can I deal with his ads yet? Not sure at 90. A bit low. Yeah, they're hitting me. So the War Dog would probably kick my ass. Mind you, I'm at full ag as well, so... oh, I don't have the... can't Mongo either. God damn it. Run out of NCU space. Having new shiny buffs. Yeah, if you can't handle one of these guys, you're definitely not going to handle the guy himself. I thought that would happen. Got to. Oh, okay. Bit of lag there. Yeah, so I can't handle War Dog. I would probably log another tune, hide in the Yalm and do it that way, or wait for the beacon to appear. That's how I usually handle that kind of thing. If I'm too low for it, just get the mission reward. So we could maybe do that. I could go and get my level 200 fixer. He can handle him. I can always come on crap. You can if you want. It's kind of overkill for here, but yeah, if you want. Pretty funny. The amount of times I get here and there's like a 220 NT or something down there, maybe farming the Dogger Wars or something, and they're all just parked up here in the sky. This is where, at this point, is when you start going, well, I should wear some better armour than this because it's only, you know, X, Y, or Z kind of thing. And obviously I could put a perfected alien tank on and, you know, other stuff like that and have much better ACs and protection, but then you haven't got the massive XP bonus. I think that's the same keeper again. Not sure they could handle him. Maybe. Keepers are very, very strong at soloing these days. But even with RRFE, I was getting my arse handed to me by the ads. Never mind, you know, what the War Dog would do. Yeah, they've got Aura of Revival, Adaptive, Restoration, yada yada, yeah. They got a load of stuff. They're all buffed and geared to go. That is a lot of healing, that. I'm surprised they haven't got a hack and quack as well. Yeah, I was quite surprised how good that keeper turned out to be honest. Oh, we nearly missed someone. You feel the core of your being shift as the source makes room for a divine presence. Femi? Yeah, Femi has reached enlightenment. Congrats. I think I finished some research as well. I did. I could carry on, but I kind of want to do get all the 2s up to 3s for whatever reason. Could you open the map so I can see where to go? Yep. All the way there by the factory, over there, the ruins. Have you done the Reck before? So you'd enter down here and then basically fly northeast. Yeah, northeast. I mean, the quick way is use the teleport by the guy that gives the missions out, and it will teleport you to, I think, the dam, which is nearer. There's someone trying to kite him down there. It's Yaff. Yaff getting into trouble. He hasn't played in a while, I'm guessing. I can handle him on my 200 fixer with RRFE, you know, and everything else. I got the grid armor, yeah. If you're watching the stream, Yaff, that guy hits way above his level. He's only like 165, but he's doable a lot of the time. No, he's going to go down now anyway. Fair dues. And now the other one, which is a little south of here, putting down the war chief. It's the guy inside the mutant place, which is I mean, the actual mob you take down in there isn't half the problem. It's his ads around him. So I'm now going to the mutant hideout. I can see you down there. Look at that. Kekcrat already in team. Says you're already in team. Yep, there you go. I mean, you can just run in, it doesn't matter. Nothing in there is going to hurt that cat. Nothing in there is going to hurt that crat. No way, no how. Yeah, it's the little assassin mobs in here that are the big problem. I mean, you can... He's not that bad, actually, the war chief himself. It's these little dudes that you can't see. Evo assassins appear. Oh my god, they hit hard. Yeah, just shoot that guy. I'll get the beacon once he's dead. I don't think I could handle him on this character yet. Full auto. His health just went bye-bye. Yeah, got the mission reward. And the other one's a PvP one, which I don't think I could do, and I don't want to do on stream because I'll just get stream sniped. Almost guaranteed someone will go, haha, this'll be funny. I mean, we can go and do it if you want. Me being team with you, though, in PvP is going to be weird, I think. Ooh, okay. I just got knocked out the Yelm. I'm still on full ag, though, that's the thing. On a restored Wardog is easy peasy with grid armor on. Well, yes. You're going off to do a raid, are you? I'll be okay. I'll leave it for tonight, I think. But thanks for the assist. Much appreciated. Right. I still need to get Spec 1 farmed, which is back... No, I want to go to Nascents for that, don't I? So, go and get Spec 1, maybe Spec 2 done. More progress on the toon. Yeah, use the garden transport. So now I've lost RR, FE and grid space freedom all in one go. And my regular buffs. I think this is only the second time I've rebuffed this toon. And the other times have been, well, you died. So you didn't have a choice, you had to. Let's have a look. 21 hours is how long I've played, and don't forget I'm doing the Let's Build recordings as well, so that always means it takes longer. Right, I've now out-leveled all the Hecklers near where I'm thinking of going, so... Yeah, Keeper is definitely a stronger soloer than an Enforcer. Because they've got all their own massive heals and stuff. Where the hell have I just teleported to? Just clicked the wrong statue. Nascent's Wild. No. Thankfully, have the key. Kill Lord of the Void. Yeah, on a level 94. Thinking nah. Thinking not particularly likely. Nascent's Wild, Step of Despair, it's this one I want. 2 mountains, I think, is the nearest to where all the... No, because I'll just die. Pretty much instantly. One hit from that guy is like all my HP gone. Oh, the Hecks are still green. We were soloing them at what? Level 40 something? You're going for Spec 1, you're not doing the quest for it. No, just kill the mobs quicker. Just grab the books and go. You can buy completed Spec 1 straight off GMI because they're yes drop. Oops. Le Hecklers. The Hecklers are coming for me. Oh my god, they really are, aren't they? They're not messing around. Kill 20 odd birds and it's yours. Are they... Okay, I think I lost them. Doesn't take that long to get from here usually. It's quite a good way to farm creds. Just come here, kill these, complete spec books, drop them all on GMI for a mil. Most people would just buy them because it's easy. I'll just buy it, you know. Yep, Malah-Anas Father, book 3. I like doing it this way, I've just always done it this way, so... Just go farm them. The others though, I prefer the quests. Like 3 and 4 definitely. Because I always do the Adonis quest because I want the brain, and then I always do, if I can, do the Penumbra quest to get Spec 4. There's so much XP in those quests as well, so... Three again. So super exciting now, everybody. Oh, I missed one of my buffs. Super excitingly killing grey mobs. Oh, I'm on full death. Thinking I'm hitting kind of slow here. Mind you, I was running from Hecklers and such, so full death would make sense. Okay, and one's disappeared into the ground. So kill, what, 20 of the bird mobs and you get it from a quest. I don't think I've ever done that. All the others, yeah, because they're sort of rewards for doing different quests that I would, you know, normally do anyway. Yeah, Spec 2 is. Plus, if you do the Yutto's quests, you get a bunch anyway. Like I've already got book 1, book 3, and if you do the other side, you get another book. It's pretty cool. Trying to do this when the mobs are yellow or green is a little more, a little more difficult though. You end up pulling like the whole sort of temple area on yourself. Chapter 3 again. Oh, the respawn's pretty quick. So hopefully nobody needed to buy anything. No. Easiest way to farm it is come here on a big NT and just kaboom, 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 and then walk around looting everything as quick as you can before it rots. Degeneration of rapidity. Weird and wonderful names on nanos in this game, really. I remember all the clusters for implants used to have names similar to that, and you had to look at what they actually did on the stats rather than shining cluster of agility would be, you know, shining cluster of the agile mind, or God, I can't even remember now, but they were all, you know, named somewhat poetically, I suppose. And if anyone else has been around long enough to remember that. Chapter 1. I found a stone to trip over on. Yeah, the grass does feel like a grass mod when it grows through stone structures. Let's see, who else have we got up here? I think the books are in for Spec 2. The name mobs tend to have the highest drop rate, but then a lot of the mobs that spawn with the longer names, they have like a period of grace before you can attack them. I can help out after this if you want, so it will be quick. It's okay, man. I'll probably get it done by the time you finished your raid. I don't know. Which raid are you doing? Is it Hodor tonight? They do Biodome and Pand? Oh, City raid. Okay. Well, you might get a ship invite. Don't know if you're going to do it or not, because it is Alien Week. And like, all my 220s are already AI 30s, so it's like, ugh. Oh, Marin's Father, Chapter 3. A bit of a theme going on here, haven't we? The birds in Nace. They're all... The AI event happens, drop. Yeah, loads of mobs drop them. Just keep getting Spec 3 all the time. Book 3. Like, bizarrely, like I've got about 6 book 3s or something. It's the same birds you get the quest for. I think I may have done it then. Because on the clan side it's going to be... Won't be the Temperous, will it? It'll be the little red ones. They do have faction though, don't they? Who gives you the quest for it? Is it the professor? Yeah, you'll either get the white ones or the others. I think I remember that was the only way you could do it at one point as well. I'm not sure. I think I have farmed it from those before on different characters. You can go and try there. There's no biggie to get there. We'll finish off this top half here. Way faster, you can loot the pages and sell them on GMI, yeah. And they just got a higher drop rate there, have they? Because then it's like you could complete the book and then get the book as a reward anyway. Blondis, welcome to the stream. Mariner's Father, Chapter 3, again. It's kind of nuts that. There's like 7 of those that have dropped. The 8 of the same chapter. RNG is having a bit of a laugh today. So you reckon go talk to the professor, yeah? Get the quest. The quick way is go to GMI and just buy it. Hand it in. I can't remember what nanos I'll need it for, but I think there are a couple that specify, you know, Spec 1, Spec 2, even at this level. That's the lazy way. Well, it is, yeah. Alright, we'll go try the other way. We'll beacon out and go and talk to the professor for the lols. Can I move my character, please? Thank you. Let's get rid of the snare. Still got the jelly. Still has the jelly on me. How much run speed have I got? No. I'd rather have more. It's not a lot more, but it's more. Okay. Clicky back to Nascent's Garden. Now we want to go to Job to talk to the guy. So we'll jump off at Bridge. Should be alright. Starting to be able to jump a reasonable height now. I can get into shops without having to walk all the way around the ramp. I remember the old jump height though, that used to be absolutely nuts. Especially once people got to sort of 203, 204, then they kind of removed fall damage and adjusted the jump height as well. Are you Professor Dreadlock? Well, yes, I am. Well spotted. I'm ready for the actual task. I already have the book, I don't. Goodbye. Right. So I know what you mean. Yay, I can make it up. No, Drake, no. I do not want your bracer. Yeah, because they've moved Drake out of the old startup area, even if you manage to get in there, he's not there, so you can't do the quests. How many? Yeah, some people just put them in social and call it done. Find the Mariner's Father. Upload to map. Starry Feathers. Just across from the old frontier. I know what you mean. Yeah, where the aliens used to be down there. They're now just round the corner in that valley. The main reason, apparently, Space Quest was saying that he moved it there was they're more contained, so it's easier to mop up afterward. Grey mobs, I should survive in Nascence, yeah. The only thing I couldn't really kill in Nascence now would be Lord of the Void, but Lord of the Void is 300 wherever he is. Temperus. Weird looking birds with skulls for heads. I'm sure I remember doing this and not getting them all. Like killing every single one of these things and still not getting a drop. But they're pretty fast to kill, aren't they? Did I get a quest update? You have to kill 27 more Temperus to fulfill one of your missions. He's a big nasty meanie boss. I'll leave alone in case someone else needs him for a quest or something. That's a lot of birds. That's 30 of the buggers. Big bird. They're not dropping books. Starry feathers. What do you drop, Starry Feathers, with your horrible skull face? Ooh, a symbiont. Not a very good one. But hey, if you had nothing, it would be something, wouldn't it? And I've gone from getting 8 drops of the same chapter to none. So I'm guessing it's just... if they do drop it, it's not that common. Like a higher drop rate on the others. Chapter 1 already got. Come to me. Can it be any of the these guys? Because there's more of them near the bridge area as well, I think. Or I could be remembering wrong. At least they don't run away, or you can hit them so fast they don't really run away. How many now? 14 more. Okay, I think I've killed everything inside the area. And it's dropped 1 book. So I've killed, what, 16 of them. 1 drop. Is there any up here? Not seeing any. A little blue dot down there. Oh, is that guy? What uber loot have you got? Oh, nanos. Cyclic and refresh outfit team trader. Useful. And certainly cheaper than buying them. Aha! Is this one a new... is this a respawn? Are they quite a fast respawn? Kill 13. Where did we came in more on this side, didn't we? Apparently these guys can also drop books and doges. I've never seen a book. I have seen a doja. Disease-ridden rafter. Put him out of his misery. There you go. Does look pretty down here with the lighting. So I guess we're just waiting on a respawn now then. Am I imagining seeing them down that end? Maybe. Yeah, the foliage does sort of sell it as a lush kind of paradise, I suppose. It's meant to be, isn't it? Shadowlands all look like this until the dark days. You can see a little blue dot. That could be one of these dudes. It is! Yay! Two more over here. Pen still looks the same. Yeah, there's not a lot of to render there. Yeah, tell you what makes Pen look good is if you turn off global lighting and turn on ray tracing, then Penumbra looks pretty cool actually. I didn't check any of those, did I? It's just me and the one rafter. Oh no, there's a couple. There's a couple. Yeah, just because it's spamming all the you have lost faction. Ooh, Mariner's Father, chapter 4. If we can find a chapter 2, we'll have done it before the kill everything mission's over. Pen looks like Norway. Yeah, a little bit. Norway in June, possibly April. I think we're going to kill them all before we've found any other books. And if I was only getting books from these guys, it would be taking a long time because the drop rate's not fantastic. Even though they are very easy to kill. Another chapter 4. Chapter 2 is the only one I'm missing now, I think. But I only need to kill 2 more, so unless it drops on this one. Nope. It's going to be the kill 30 touch. Yep, there you go. It's given me the completed book. Alright, it's Beacon. RNG gods. Yeah, you're not kidding. You saw that though, right? When we were killing all the sided temple mobs, I was getting book 3 like every like about 9 times. It's like the gods of RNG is like, go do the quest. What can you do, you know? Let's go shock the professor. I think on Test Live you can just ask for the books. Go up to the professor and say, I want to hand in a book, and you hand in Spec 1. I want to hand in a book, you hand in Spec 2. I want to hand in so on and so forth. Right, so that's Spec 1 done. Has he got a quest for Spec 2, or is it just go find it? the old way. I suspect it's just go find it the old way, isn't it? Maybe? Something like that? Professor, I have something to give you. Yep. Do you remember when they didn't combine? Spec 2 is the Eli quest slime. Well, that's what we've been doing. That's how I got Girl That Saw It All, Chapter 1 and Chapter 3. So these ones don't need. I can't be arsed farming it just for 1,000,000 creds on GMI. Yeah, if I did the rest of the quests, I'd have most of it, and then you only have to farm one book. I think it's book 2 or book 4. I can't remember. I've already got 1 and 3, so possibly 4. I don't know which guy gives you the other one, though, to be honest. We can go and look in a minute. What we could call it. I am getting tired. I'm a bit hungry as well. I feel like I need something else to eat. Got a few minutes left on there. I think let's go and check GMI and just see how much they actually are. Yeah. Go with this one, seeing as it's not surrounded by people and difficult to click on. So what's the first one? This one is the Mariner's... yeah, Mariner's father, isn't it? Mire will search under General. Mariner's father. Whoa, 34 million? Not a chance. I'm not paying that much for it. When it was 1 million, I was kind of like, yeah, okay then. But like, no way, I'm not paying that. That's silly. How long have I got here? 40 odd seconds. Yeah, I'm getting tired. Maybe too tired to do possibly another hour of streaming, etc. I'm back on Wednesday anyway. We could do something else then. Rust executes improved cut red tape within your NCU. Thank you. Useful buff. So I think I'm going to have like one more jolly in the biome, and then it's going to be... Oh god, then I'll be on to the other one, won't I? Oh god, what's it called? Mantis. That'll be fun on Enforcer. It was quite painless on Kekcrat once I got the AoE mez. And just mez the room you're in. Kill the mobs you want. Next room. Off you go. Right, okay. Is anybody else streaming the Anarchy Onlines? Let's have a look. Yes, Twitch, I know I am. Non-Destructu is streaming again. That's pretty cool. Go on then, we will... Semi-AFK Satanism? What? Okay. And Trousers is with him. With the banner saying, the only good clanner is a dead clanners. I'm sure that's Trousers, that is. Let's go, we'll do Streamception. Oh, you on, Londis? I didn't see you. Have you put Anarchy Online as the game you're streaming? Because it's not showing you, you know. Hang on then. Londis. It's not picking you up, you know. It's saying 2 minutes ago. Past videos. And you are live. And you are streaming. What's going on, Twitch? Make sure you're selecting Anarchy Online from the drop down, though. Because at the minute it's showing me a VOD but not live. Which is just weird. Yeah, I'm searching on Twitch. Hang on. I can see you there with my microphone. Same microphone. Right then. We're going to go raid Londis. Give him a taste of his own medicine. He's in Job at the moment with a very tidy GUI layout. I'm probably not listening to the stream anymore. Right, is that 25 all going to go raid Londis? Right, we're going to go raid him now. And I'll just say bye for now, and I will see you all on Wednesday. Okay, folks. Bye for now.